Hello. Hi. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Come on in. I'm here with YuSon Shin, another author in this international bestseller, The Empath Effect, Powerful Stories of Love, Courage, and Transformation. Woo woo.
Woo!
I'm super excited about this because now I have heard that people are comparing this book to Chicken Soup for the Soul. What? That's so awesome. I am honored. I'm honored to be in that category. Oh my gosh. Seriously. That is, I'm super excited about that. I'm going to tell everybody. I'm going to tell everybody that people are comparing this book to Chicken Soup for the Soul. Um, that's my new mission. Like,
A huge compliment.
So here, YuSon Shin is a healer, intuitive medium, medical medium, speaker, author, and teacher of the healing and intuitive arts. She helps individuals heal themselves using past life, karma, and ancestral clearing techniques, utilizing the Akashic records and Chinese energy healing. She's also a practitioner of the Bangston energy healing method, Reiki, UC Archangel, and Kundalini, integrated energy therapy, fifth dimensional quantum healing, quantum touch, DNA theta, and access bars. Holy camole. That's like everything. Her passion is teaching and helping people awaken their spiritual gifts and superpowers. She's an author and a speaker. You can reach her at shinhealingarts.com. Welcome. Welcome.
Thanks, Alicia.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So what I think we're going to talk about today is in your article, you mention, wait, first, your article's title is The Power of the Empath. And inside your article, you mention being too sensitive, like being called too emotional and too sensitive. So let's talk about that. Let's dissect.
Yeah. So, a lot of times people use that words, you're sensitive, as kind of like an insult. But I say, let's embrace it and let's consider it our superpower and wear it on our sleeve with pride, because it really does help us in our everyday lives. The power of being an empath. So,
I love it. I love it. So let's be specific. So what about being sensitive could help some of our audience here, some of our viewers?
yeah, so if you can understand it, and understand why, like, these waves of emotions come over you, and also utilize the emotions to feel into someone else's experience to gain insight into them, and have more compassion. I feel like, right now we're going through this time where everyone is going through kind of a rage period because they're afraid with COVID and all sorts of other things, which is different from, being empathic, just having feelings and understanding feelings. So that's really important to kind of put ourselves in other people's shoes. It gives us a huge perspective on what they might be going through, and instead of like creating conflict, we can create more love and more compassion, and and work together, as a community.
Yes, let's do that.
Way better.
Let's create more compassion and love. Let's,
We
let's
all need more of that.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, I love it. So your quote in the book, I pulled out a quote for everybody, and yours is empaths see the world uniquely because they feel into things rather than solely relying on their eyes, which ties into a little bit of what you were saying about being super sensitive, and using your compassion and feeling instead of just like seeing and then moving on. I like that.
Yeah, and we can use that as our strength. So, how vital is it to, create change based on empathy and compassion? and make other people's lives a little better. And when you do that, the ripple effect just, comes back to us. It boomerangs back to all of us. And we just, sometimes we forget because, it's an expenditure of our time and energy, but it always comes back to us one way or the other. And
That's
it,
right.
it helps, enrich and our lives, and, we reap the benefits.
That's right. So if we shine our lights, it will be seen, it will be heard, it will be felt, whether other people know it or not. So even if you're not energy sensitive, even if you don't understand, you're still feeling it. Um,
Yeah.
you're still semi-aware somewhere within your body. You are semi-aware of um the energy around you, even if you don't know it. Even
Yeah.
if you're not sensitive, you're still feeling it, you're still being slightly affected by it, which is why I think um during the pandemic, so many more people are like coming out of their shell, and um they're understanding that sensitivity is a thing, that it's real, it actually happens. um you can actually feel the energy around you, because gosh, I mean, I was comparing COVID to like a wet blanket.
Mhm.
Like a wet blanket just covering the entire earth, and it's not just us here. um it's not just us in this country, it's everybody in other countries, it's the entire world is affected. um so it, I think you can't not feel that.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
it's caused a lot of fear to bubble up and anger because, our freedoms are limited in, certain aspects, for, the concern of safety of others. And of course, we want to respect that. But it's also not just about us shining our lights, but teaching other people how to turn on their own lights so that the world is a brighter, more beautiful place.
Yes. And people will be attracted to that, like they won't understand why, but they'll
Yeah.
be attracted to that. And then through conversations, and maybe you're watching this interview, and you realize like, oh, this is okay. It like, how, what's the first thing that you tell your clients, like how to deal with their sensitivity?
So the first thing I tell my clients and my students is that you need to understand how your sensitivities work, because each one of us is different. And there's also a lot of confusion because we're sensitive, we feel other people's stuff. It's really important to differentiate what's yours and what's not yours.
That's pretty much what I tell my clients. Funny.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And that
Because
can be very confusing, right?
yeah, you have to learn. Yeah, you have to learn how to feel your own energy. And then like once you can feel your energy, it's easier to understand what's yours and what's not yours. Because
Yeah,
oh my gosh, like when you don't know what you're doing and you're taking on other people's energies all the time, like it's crazy and it's overwhelming, and you become exhausted and fatigued and diseased, like
exactly.
lots of diseases. So um it's my first step is to like ground and protect your energy, to like get rid of get
Amen.
rid
Yeah.
get rid
I
of what's not
wholeheartedly
yours.
agree.
Yeah, so it's great, we're saying the same thing.
Yeah, because our own emotions can bubble up and it can be hard to process in and of itself. But when we have to take on other people's stuff, it can feel really heavy. And so learning how to separate and then get rid of, other people's baggage that isn't ours, is so critical for our own health and, well-being and happiness.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let it go. So, what are we learning here today? Being sensitive is okay.
It's more than okay. It's a superpower. You can
That's
use like the power of feeling to heighten your own experience in life. And, people often say, like, they can't wait to go to heaven. Well, I think you can create heaven here on earth.
yes. Yes. Live here and now. Live,
Exactly.
live your best life right here, right now. You don't have to wait. You create your own change. Do it right now. Do it today.
Yeah.
Like, don't put, don't
Don't
put it
put it
off till
off.
tomorrow. Like
Do
you can
it now.
seriously start manifesting the life that you want to live.
Yeah. And the secret sauce to manifesting is feeling, to feel into what you want. And so instead of just having a mental list in your head going, I want $1 million, or I want that. Well, if you don't do it with feeling,
Right.
it's going to be harder and longer to attract all of that. And so, you can also use your feelings and your, empathic abilities to heighten your intuition to make the best choices for yourself. Life gets so much easier when and when you're at a fork in the road, like which path to take, which one is stronger for you, right? Where you still get life's benefits and the life experience, but like the most joyful one for you.
Exactly, because neither path is necessarily wrong, but there's one that's going to be a little easier, a little less bumpy. It's going to vibe better with you. It's going to feel better, like in your heart. And when you learn how to, close your eyes and tune inward, go inside for a minute and think about not the actual choice, but like let your spirit guide you, let your body guide you, let your intuition tell you which one to pick, you're going to be a lot happier. You're gonna be a lot
Exactly.
happier.
And life just gets easier. And it doesn't mean like life is always going to be like a smooth road, because that would be boring.
Yeah,
But it does get easier. And the experiences that you have are going to be so much happier and more fulfilling. And it kind of all will work out better. And, I call it clearing the road to wherever you want to go. So using that intuition, like it truly is a superpower, your feelings.
fantastic. Oh my gosh. Well, thanks. So we're gonna wrap up here in a minute. What is one thing that you would like to impart our audience with here today? One thing you want to teach them, or one thing that they should know, or some kind of tip?
Yeah, a lot of people seem to think that, empathic abilities are, you're either born with it or you're not. Everyone's born with it. But it's more like a muscle that we get to flex, and we get to either have a six pack, or we can be in the shape of a a keg, if you will.
I
So
love it.
it's really like just about practicing, who we are. And a lot of times it's going in with eyes wide open and really tuning into like the feelings of joy, and living that life to make it easier.
That's awesome. And I totally agree with you. I think we're born this way. I don't think we're created like halfway through our life. Like you just wake up then.
Yeah,
That's
everyone is born with that gift,
yeah. And
just
you're
to
right.
varying degrees.
Let's all have six packs. I'm gonna start working, working on mine.
Yeah, me too.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is great. Thank you so much for being on here. Thanks for chatting with me.
For
Where can
having
our
me.
audience find you?
They can find me at my website. It's www.YuSonShin.com, and all of the information is there.
Perfect. And your link is in the description of this video. So thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us here today. I hope you are having a wonderful day, a beautiful day. And I hope you learned something from our chat with YuSon Shin today. So that's YuSon. I'm Alicia McBride. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks,
Bye.
Alicia. Bye.
Thanks.